I want you to come up with a real incident that you're actually fearful of. We'll do a live example. Why to just keep talking about it only, yeah? Right now, I want to full blown, when you think about it, right now you feel emotionally charged kind of a situation where you feel you actually genuinely have some fear. Maybe something future event, maybe something like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen to my health, or I don't know income, maybe my job, anything that right now you're feeling. And I want to close your eyes in these activities more, because then you're with yourself the most. Yeah. Close your beautiful eyes. And then I want to really step into a place where you feel that fear, like something that troubles your peace. Can everybody come up with something like that? Come up as in relate to some situation like that? Just nod your head so that I know that you're ready. Yeah, perfect. So now that we have that in our hand, I want to keep your hands on your chest. Yeah. And I want you to tell yourself, I totally allow myself to feel this feeling. Even if you have to tell 5 times out loud also, I don't mind. Just say, I totally allow myself to feel this feeling totally. I allow it. I allow it. It's okay. And while you're saying this, breathe into these feelings. When you're saying you're allowing, actually believe that you're allowing yourself to feel these feelings. Yeah. So while you're doing this, I want you to notice what sensations are there in your body. I'm pretty sure some part of your body might give you an indication, a little tightness, a little heaviness. Yeah. And even if it doesn't, keep continuing, keep your hand on your chest only. But if you have in some body part, some tension, maybe head, anywhere, forehead, keep your hand over there. If not, keep continuing your hand on your chest. And simply ask yourself, what do you need in order for this to go away, this problem? Basically asking yourself like this, what do I need in order for this to go away? Keep repeating this question a few times. Something might pop out in your mind. A word, a picture, a memory. And I want to keep breathing very deep, like not shallow breaths, like inhale, and then exhale deep. As you do this, let me know and open your eyes if you got any answer, anything, any answer whatsoever, any idea, any image. And if it didn't, take your own time and continue asking yourself this question. What do I need in order for this disappear or go away? I totally allow myself to feel all these feelings. And if you have any answer, you could open your eyes. Keep breathing into that feeling and keep repeating it to yourself. I totally allow myself. It's okay. You know what? I'm safe. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? What is this? What is this feeling? And if you're struggling to get an answer, I want you to do a hands up and let me know. It feels like a clash. Then do let me know. And before you do anything, I want you to know it's just totally safe and there is no judgment. Whatever you're feeling is valid. So let me know if you're feeling a bit of a struggle to get an answer. Given the time sensitivity, I'm going to stop you right here, but I'm going to tell you something towards this. Do let me know, did anybody get a word or answer or something like, or feeling a little, the minute you say I allow myself, did anybody feel a little lighter? Anything did, but be honest to yourself and to me. If nothing felt, you can still express that, because I'll tell you the reason why. Yeah, put in the chat box maybe, or you can actually speak out loud while the chat box.
I've struggled with fear for a very long time. I think there are two things in the current phase of my life that I struggle with: fear and shame. So I did have a very difficult life. Childhood with a lot of abuse. So I used to disassociate and derealize a lot. Like I would be like getting hammered or sexually abused or whatever, but I wouldn't budge an inch. So my flight or fight is freeze. So my biggest fear is going into that freeze state, not like feeling like I cannot take a step or move away from this situation or so on. So yeah, the emotions, when you asked me to think about it, I mean, I felt it all over my body. Full on panic attack was going to start coming. But then you asked the question about what would the solution be. So what came to my head was that one is that I can hug myself and like kind of remove myself from the situation and just take that step and move. So not to get stuck in that freeze movement. And then the next question, which was like, what is your body telling you as you kept on going, is that I think in my head, I'd never realized this before. Even the previous realization that I could just move, I've not come, like it's not come to my, like rationally, yes, but I've not felt that. But then the other thing that you mentioned is like, just what is your body telling you, is that I think unknowingly what I have been telling myself is, you've betrayed yourself, like my child me is saying, why couldn't you get up and move? Why couldn't you shout out? Why couldn't you scream? So I think that was the bigger thing that I felt was associated to my fear of being stuck in place, is that like the word that came to my head was betrayal. So it was like I'd betrayed myself. So yeah. So for me, that was a big realization. I was like instantly that I realized it. I was like, okay, that's a lot of things that I've been telling myself and being like not aware about it at all. And now that I am conscious of it, there's so much more that I can do about it.
Thank you for sharing that story. And I'm really sorry to hear whatever you went through. I wish I could give you a hug, but yeah. If I were you, I would actually tell you, I'm sorry to hear. I'm like, nobody deserves any kind of trouble in life. Yeah. But it happened. Now there's nothing that we could sit here and do to undo that. Yeah. But like you said, because of now that the realization we had that we were betraying yourself, it's actually not another person doing that abuse. Unknowingly, we are doing that to ourselves. Only to realize we were a prisoner in ourselves, not another person did it to us. Yeah. So now that you understand where the pattern has been picked up, please make sure that you spend time. Like you said, hug yourself, give yourself a hug. When it comes to saying that I'm allowing these feelings, for the longest time, and why I asked if you're struggling to open your eyes, because we have been abandoning our little inner child for this longest time, and now we are starting to sit and listen to them like, no, I'm not talking. No, not happening. Imagine actually a real kid has been shouting for help, and we were like, we shut the door because we didn't want to hear to your, I don't know how to pacify you, so I'm going to close the door and I'm going to switch on the TV and increase the volume as much as I can, just because I don't know how to deal with you. And this child has been crying out for so long, and after some time, imagine after 1 week, you're going to open the door and be like, what is going on? Why is he screaming? What do you think the child's response is going to be? You think the child will be comfortable, like, yeah, I wanted you, there you are, I'm very happy? No. Kid is going to be really like, upset. Like, no, I'm not going to talk to you because you didn't open the door when I asked you to. That is where, if you were struggling, that's why I wanted to tell you, if you were struggling, open your eyes. How to let go of that is daily spend some time listening to those inner voices of you. They are telling out a lot. Believe me, when clients come and say, when I ask what's going on, I don't know, I don't take that for an answer. What I say is, I know you don't, I think you don't know, but if you were to know, what is it? Yeah, because consciously we keep telling, I don't know. Why? Because it's uncomfortable to say that. We are like, I don't know. Because if I say that, it's going to be scary. Yeah. So what we are doing unconsciously, the solution is this way, but we are running towards the other way because we didn't know how to deal with it. It's better that I don't look at it because that's going to be scary. So I look the other way. Yeah. But sometimes you realize now that you've grown up, now you have better knowledge, you have better ways to take care of yourself. Now that you know that you have the knowledge, you realize, you know what? Though I thought it's deadly, right now it's not because I know better. That's why I ask you to give that space and allow that space to come up and be like, you know what? I allow all of these things to come because I can handle it right now, though I didn't know how to do it before. This is the most important way that you could deal and honor your inner child. And when people come and say, I can't trust myself, I wonder why. That's because you were not listening to yourself, not because of anything, because you didn't know enough, right? But now that you know, the biggest honor, that the biggest betrayal, right, like you beautifully said, is continuing to not listen to yourself, or be like 10 minutes, be 8 or 5 minutes, forget it. Just right now here, it is less than 2 minutes maybe. Every single day they make it a practice. You realize, my God, I had all the answers within me, what I was looking from other people. So what has happened in our conditioning when something becomes difficult, we done to somebody else who we trust? Can you tell me what to do in the situation? I don't know what to do. What are we unconsciously telling ourselves? I don't know enough. You know about me better than me, so you tell me now. So now here we are trying to teach ourselves, no, I'm listening to you. And the baby inside, the inner child goes like, no, you don't trust me. Why should I tell you? This is the psychology behind that. Yeah. So allow, when I say, why I say this activity is the most important thing to do in day-to-day life, you don't have to go to another person for help for these kind of things. In the start, maybe. Maybe if you need reach out, that's fine. There are plenty of people out there. But on your own, help yourself by saying, I allow myself.